Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to focus on 3-digit subtraction with regrouping. 471 minus 269 is the first of our modeled problems. And I'm going to go through step by step how to solve it. So again, before we do any subtracting, we always want to see if regrouping is needed. And we regroup whenever there is a bottom digit that is bigger than the top digit. So looking at this problem, 4 is bigger than 2, 7 is bigger than 6, so we do not need to regroup in the hundreds or the tens place. In the ones place, we will need to regroup because we cannot start out with 1 and take away 9. So we are going to take a 10 from the tens place and add that to the ones place. So this 7 is going to become a 6, and this 1 is going to become an 11. And now we are ready to subtract. 11 minus 9 equals 2. 6 minus 6 equals 0. 4 minus 2 equals 2. And we have our final answer, 471 minus 269 equals 202. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button. All right, on to the next problem now. All right, 543 minus 338. So again, we are checking the hundreds, tens, and ones place to see if regrouping is needed. We only regroup if there's a bottom digit that's bigger than the top digit. So again, for this problem, the only place that needs to be regrouped is the ones place. You can't start out with 3 and take away 8. So we have to take a 10 from the tens place. That 4 is going to become a 3. And that 3 is going to become a 13. So now we can regroup. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 3 take away 3 equals 0. And 5 take away 3 equals 2. And we have our final answer, 543 minus 338 equals 205. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit that like button. I appreciate you. All right, next problem. I think I'm going to involve the chat in this one. Shout out to whoever hit that like button. I appreciate you. All right, 717 minus 494. Now again, before we do any subtraction, we're going to see if regrouping is needed. So I'm going to ask the chat, put a 1 in the chat if we need to regroup in the ones place. Put a 2 in the chat if you think we need to regroup in the tens place. 1 for the ones place, 2 for the tens place. Put it in the chat. At about the 4-minute, 15-second mark, I'm gonna give the answer, but I want to give the chat a chance. So type a 1 in the comments if you think we need to regroup in the ones place. Type a 2 if you think we need to regroup in the tens place. At the 4-minute, 30-second mark, I'm answering that question. All right, here we go. So the one area that we need to regroup in this problem is the tens place, because we cannot take away 9 if we only have 1 to start with. So we're going to take a 10 from the hundreds place. That 7 is going to become a 6. And that 1 in the tens place is going to become an 11. And now we are ready to subtract. 7 minus 4 equals 3. 11 minus 9 equals 2. And 6 minus 4 also equals 2. And we have our final answer. $717 minus $494 equals $223. All right, on to the next example. I think we have about 2 more examples in the video, and then we'll call it a live stream. This problem's a little bit different. So again, before we subtract, we see if regrouping is needed. And in this problem, we have to regroup in the ones and the tens place. You can't start out with 4 and take away 9, and you cannot start out with 1 and take away 5. So we're going to regroup in the tens place first. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a 10 from the hundreds place. The 8's going to become a 7. The 4 is going to become a 14. Now that we're in the ones place, we have to take a 10 from the tens place. So that 14, we're going to take that 1 away there. That's going to become a 13. And that 1 is going to become an 11. And now we are ready to subtract. So 11 minus 5 equals 6. 13 minus 9 equals 4. And 7 minus 7 equals 0. We could put a 0 in the hundreds place, but it's not necessary. When there's a 0 in the hundreds place or in any place, we can kind of just leave it blank. Well, not in any place. If there's a 0 in the place that's all the way to the left, then we can leave it blank. But we have our final answer, 841 minus 795 equals 46. All right, shout out to everybody tuning in. Getting into what I believe will be the final problem of the video. So checking if regrouping is needed. Got to regroup in the tens place because we can't start out with 5 and take away 7. So that 5 is going to become a 15. That 4 is going to become a 3. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in, as long as you're adding 10 and taking away 1. It doesn't matter which step you do first, as long as you're doing both steps. All right, here we go. Starting in the ones place, 9 minus 5 equals 4. Now in the tens place, 15 minus 7 equals 8. And 3 minus 3 again equals 0. You can leave that 0 blank, and we have our final answer. 459 minus 375 equals 84. Alright, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, and if there's an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri, signing off.